Today we're working on a 2024 love those soft closed doors. Ooh, that's so sexy. V8 twin turbo. Running on 21s. 21s, baby. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. 21s. $21 by 9.5 up front and 11 in the rear. Ooh wee. We put a front and rear camera in this puppy. Let you see this dash. You get a kick out of this. Push button. That's the center. And when somebody sits on this side, this part will light up too. See, it's kind of faint. But when you're in the passenger seat, you got those controls over there. Then this is the center. Drivers. Drive control here. Badass, dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Switch that drive mode right there. Sport. Leave it in normal. Oh, did you hear that? That suspension tightened up when I went sport. Listen. Yeah, it got lower and everything. It's ready to go. Put it back in normal. So let me go see. Here's the center console, also touch control, temperature and everything. I gotta go put a rear view camera, a front and rear camera in this car. Let's go see if we can get this thing crack-a-lack in here. Time to get busy. Today we're checking out this FitcamX. Ideas for driving. 4K. Wi-Fi connection, loop recording. G-sensor, shock. Super wide angle. Perfect fit. High dynamic range. What's in the box? Camera and accessories. Camera box you got. Somebody's been in here already. Oh, this is the whole cover for the. Got the camera on it. Made into the cover. This one's the front. This one's for the rear. That's the front camera. I assume this is the rear one. Why, yes it is, Bob. Comes with some double-sided tape already, some clips to hold the wiring. It's the rear one. Now I just need that cable, that super long cable to run from the front to the back. Yeah, boy, there you go. Well, this is pretty cool. Let me show you what you got. I think this is that adapter cable. Goes into the piece that's already in the car. 2. They give you a little pry for removing the panels. And the middle one. This has got the felt already on it. Usually I have to put my own felt on there. Tape, double-sided tape or something. That's for the USB. It's for that memory card so you hook it up to your laptop. We know this is going to run from the front to the rear. Ooh-wee. So yeah, that's accessories. Hoorah! So first, let me get that front cover off. They were replacing this whole cover. This whole piece with the camera made into it. So let's get that off. Dirty fingerprints. Don't want to do any mauling or damage to this rear view. So put a little tape over it, just touch the edges. And this piece I gotta push that way towards the front of the car. Kind of got a gap going already, so I know I'm pretty close to push it off. Haha. And as you can see, they go in, these great pieces go in those 2 little holes in there. So up. Train. There you go. There you can see. Guess I can just leave that hanging for now. I don't need to take it down. There's another clip there. Okay. So we took out this plastic pin there. And the one off of the lower cover here, which was these guys. And I gotta pull this, crack this one. Hope you can see through all this. Trying to get enough light. Separate that one, which will make this piece come out like so. Let me move my light. Turn these little lights off. I keep touching them. Map lights. Alright, that'll get this piece out the way. This inside cover. Just this little piece. It just hooks on the harness there, and that little clip goes through this hole. Now we can see getting in there. That's where this gets a little bit interesting. Got a couple of set of wires up there on this one, not just one. This piece like a hangman, this fiber cable there. So you take the whole stupid thing and turn it counterclockwise to the driver's side. Everything should come out. Theoretically. Toy it like a tiger. Hold on. Yellow. Now this one didn't twist to come off, it kind of just snapped, turned a little bit and snapped off. But I think I will have to do that quarter turn to go back on. So while this is hanging, we need the little wire that goes on top here to the glass sensor. You gotta get that one out. Oh man, it's in there though. I don't see a little tap. The car is waking up. Yeah, I can see it, but man, it is not letting go. There you go. Come on. Gotcha. This is that little harness we had earlier, which seems like it's going to be in between. That was 3 plugs. And this was 3. Still made the same. Only goes in one way. There's a slot. It goes in one way. And then this end will go into where that one was. And again, it only goes in one way. It's keyed. Yeah. Goodness, get in there. Get in your hole. Get in there, baby. There you go. That's in there. This is the originals in this end. Now we'll have an end for the camera. This piece. This cover off now. Show you another view of that. So this is the original. And it went up into that hole. He said hole. And then this will go into the camera itself. Let's push this down like so. I need my hands. There you go. Push it down over those tabs. Gotta get the cover off. So the new one slide right on up in there and hook itself on those little tabs on the edges. Yay, yay. That back in. Scratch no glass here, that's for sure. There's all 4 in. All right. There's the quarter turn, so it's in. This is gonna have to run down to the new one. And it's keyed in one way. Yes, one way only. That felt tape. I know it's snugged in there, but I'm gonna put a piece on there. I would feel better with that. Put a little piece of tape on there. Look at this piece right here. That'll snap all this up. Then we gotta start running the back camera. The rear camera's cable's gotta go all the way around this. Ooh, boy. Okay. This piece is it only goes in one way. You line up that little slot there. But I can't push it in anymore. Man, I tried pushing. So I'm gonna put some heat shrink over it. Heat that up. That way that sucker won't separate. Yeah, sit it like that. Let me get my heat gun. That way. No way, buddy. Slides up in the groove, just locks on the top. Turn that slide off again. So this will be up here like this, being covered up. And then on this one with my heat shrink just sitting there. Now I'm gonna run the back camera. Alright, here's the rear camera. Alright, let's see. This one pushed all the way through. All the way in, rather. But I'll still put that piece over it and heat it. Just like so. Okay, heat shrink wrapped, ready to go. Now we got that back up and everything. We just got to do some cable tucking. I ran it all the way underneath here, behind this piece, and this is where it gets a little tricky on this car. Some of the other cars, you can just pull this piece down. Pull this down and then just stick it right behind it, but this one you can't because this is kind of like glued here. It's not that easy. Just pull it down. It's pretty glued in there. Quality made, man. So what I'm doing is tucking the cable behind this little lip. See if I can show you that. Kind of hard. There you go. And then it'll fall back behind the headliner. Kind of right there. Still gonna do that one. And then tuck it back under this piece. So let me get the tucking. Okay, this way you can barely tell. You can barely tell I was even in here. You only can tell because I'm still here. But this way you'll see no trace that I was here. I like that. Clean work. Show no trace. All right. Just start tucking some more in the back now. Best way to show you how I got the cable underneath. I got this one leading it, like before the cable. Here's the cable, and then this one's coming up behind it, pushing it into place. So you're opening it up with this one. Slide your cable in, like so, and then this one comes up in the rear and pushes it in. Then you just take this piece, because you can see it, and you just pull it back over. That way it's nice and clean. So I'll keep doing that, and you won't see that I've been in there. If that makes sense. So I pretty much tucked all the way up in there. I got a little bit more to do up there, just so you can see the progress. Okay, this is the rear center cover. There goes my phone. Goes up like so. Alright, this is the rear cover. Goes on the bottom, on top of the window. Rear of the door. Get it like that. Got some amazing clips in here. See if I can explain this to you. Not only is these little edges, see that? They kind of hook on. Let me get right here. Get my headlight right. Not only do these guys hook on, these guys got a little lip under there. There's some on this edge also too. And then these two guys, I hate my light right now. Hating the light. How about that? So these two here go into those two like that. The ends, the pins on the end goes into these guys, and it just snag enough. This top lip right here hooks over this piece all the way around there, and then there's 4 of these guys. 2 are still in there. I gotta pull those out and stick them back in here. The way they go in is like they're squeezed, super squeezed. See? And they gotta squeeze in. Squeeze in there. Whew. It's just a little groove for them. So I'll squeeze those 2 back like crazy, and I mean, you gotta get them tight. This little notch has to go up in that notch in order to get it out. Let's see if I can get it. Nope, almost. Gonna have to get the needle noses out. Yep. Anywho, those tabs are the same ones behind this cover. See them in there? Man, I swear it's like that's gonna break, and that's a brand new cover. I can imagine after a few years of heating hot and cold and that plastic gets super hard and brittle. Snap, snap. Anywho, I don't want no wires showing, so I'm gonna feed the cable under the headline, sneak it through this piece, bring it out here, and then to the rear camera I'll mount up here. I just gotta go through there. And I'll use a piece of mechanical wire, fish through there, and pull it on through. But first, I still gotta hide this wire on this side. See it up there? Hiding that piece. Come down around this one. And then back. I just pull the top off so I can get behind it. Yeah, boy. Let's get cracking. Okay. This is the plug to the rear camera. Put a piece of electric tape over there because I don't want to mess up those pins. Little piece of tape over it. I pulled this piece out. Both ends. And I'm just going to use my mechanic wire to fish through here. And I know I can come through on the bottom of this. I can even feel it already. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Here's my cable. So tight like a tiger. Don't mind me. Here's the cable. See. So I'm gonna feed this. Might as well pull it all the way through. Push this down a little, stick that under. Damn lights. I'm not showing anything. It ain't all dark. Hold up. Time for some Vaseline. Get a little, baby. Oh yeah. Just loop her up. See if she'll go through. Getting the colon exam. Oh, too slippery. Can't push. You might feel a little pressure. Just a little pressure. This side has too many wires in it. I can't get it through. So, sneak the wire back on there, came through this one. There's my lead wire right here. I'll tape this to it, hook and tape it, pull that on through. Let's pull it on through. Lube it up, pull it on through. Okay, there's the wire, it's pulled through. Now I can feed it up to this one. Okay, so this is the rear camera. So got an arrow up, which is going to be that way, facing like that. I don't want to cover up. This is probably center, but I don't want to be covering these lines for the antenna and rear defrost. So I'm going to be putting it about right there, so I'm not on the line. And that'll give you my straight edge right there also. So you know you're not all twisted like that. It'll be pretty straight, like so. And I know I can see through, because I can see through the glass. And if you mess up, you just have to get another piece of 3M tape, double-sided tape, and reposition it. So that's going to be like that. This cable's going to run over to here. That way it won't get pinched like these. It'll be not getting pinched on this lip. It come down here, and then plug into this. The extra cables underneath the cover headliner, all that extra cables just under there. I don't need it yet, so. And I'll put this in one in last when after I get everything positioned. You hook up this side first. That piece goes in first, then you snap in to give you an idea how those go in. See? That little lip goes around the frame right there. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna clean this glass out real quick with some denatured alcohol. And a good wipe. You can use glass cleaner or something to make sure there's no goop on there, and then stick it. Okay, slide a piece of heat shrink over it. These only go in one way because there's a little groove there. That groove goes into that groove, so it only goes one way. Clips it back in nice and tight. All you see is that little bit of wire, but it's in a black frame, so you barely will see that. All that's back. All of that side's back. Okay, tucking all those wires back behind there was a little tricky. Pushing this back in. See if we can lock it in. Okay. Let's tape off. Get no scratches. I'll wipe the mirror down. There's the controls. Let's go load up the amp. So there you have it. Front camera's installed. Get the paper off of it. Hold up. Okay. Then wiped it down. Quick wax rub. Show off everything we got. You got the front camera. Got the piece of plastic off of it. I think we're good to go. I'm okay to go. Okay to go. Okay, so here's how it's looking. I gotta adjust the rear down a little bit, one more notch. notch. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's better. See more ground. Front camera, rear camera. Switch. So there's rear camera now on the big one. Let me go down one more notch just to see what it looks like. Sorry about this. Don't touch the clamor. One more notch. I think that's pretty good. Switch cameras. Front camera's fine. It sees what it sees. There's rear camera. There's both cameras. And if you tap it again, you can go flip the cameras. Okay, my work here is done.